So now the present concept is about particle in one-dimensional box. Here we consider a particle in a one-dimensional box and there exist two dimensions. One is 0 and other one is A or L, dimension of the box. Now conditions. Inside the box, potential V, that is V of x is 0, but outside the box V of x, that is equal to infinitive. So there are two conditions in this present concept, that is particle in one dimensional box. After learning about the diagram and the two conditions, that is inside the box and outside the box, we will apply Schrödinger wave equations. Schrödinger derived two wave equations. One is time dependent and time independent wave equations. So in this present concept, we are applying Schrödinger time independent wave equation. So according to one dimension, present concept is about one dimension, so we take it as dy dx. If we consider 3, then del square. Now one dimensional wave equation, that is d square psi by dx square. Next, this equation is in terms of h. So 8 pi square m by h square e minus v into psi, that is equal to 0. Psi is the wave function, x is the one-dimensional pattern, m is mass of the particle. Now if we apply the condition inside the box, then v is equal to 0. By applying the condition v is equal to 0, our equation becomes first term d square psi by dx square, second term 8 pi square m by h square e minus 0 into psi, that is equal to 0. Our next equation continues with the wave equation, that is wave function psi with respect to one dimension, that is a sin kx plus b cos kx, and if we apply 0, that is the first condition, then our equation becomes, because we have two conditions, one is 0 and other one is the maximum condition. Now we have psi of 0, that is equal to a sin 0 plus b cos 0, then we get it as b is equal to 0. Here a and b are the two proportionality constants when the wave function is represented with respect to one-dimensional quadrant x. Now we are applying two conditions. One is x is equal to 0, that is inside, and the later maximum value is length of a box. We can take either L or A. If we take A, then our equation becomes psi of A is equal to A sin Ka plus B cos Ka. Now by applying this second condition, x is equal to A, then our equation becomes A sin Ka, that is equal to 0. In this case, sin Ka is equal to 0 and the value of Ka, that is equal to sin inverse of 0. Next one, in which condition we get sin inverse, that is 0. So here K is the propagation constant and A is the length of the box. So in this regard, we will get the condition for the product of propagation constant K and also length of the box A for the values of n, that is 1, 2, 3 and also 4. So in this regard, for maximum condition A, we will get the second condition. The first condition already we got, b is equal to 0 by taking the condition x is equal to 0 concept. Now after applying the concept of boundary conditions 0 and also boundary conditions, that is length of the box, then we get our continuation of previous equation, that is sin Ka is equal to sin n h bar. From that Ka is equal to n h bar, then K is equal to n h bar by A. Here K is the propagation constant and A is the length of a box. Already propagation constant formula in quantum mechanics is 8 pi square m by h square. By substituting that value in this equation, we get k square is equal to n square pi square by a square by squaring our previous equation. And already we know k square is equal to 8 pi square m by h square. So both of them are k square values. So by comparing these two relations, then we get it as the relation between energy and propagation constant k square in equation 3, that is 8 pi square m by h square into E. Next second, from this previous condition k is equal to n pi by a. So in this regard we get it as n square pi square by a square. After that we can simplify this equation as E, that is we replace only E LHS and convert all the remaining terms to RHS. So already RHS we have n square pi square by a square. If you convert this 8 pi square m by h square to other side, it becomes h square by 8 pi square m. Cancellation pi square. Then the remaining term n square h square by 8m a square. Most important formula which represent energy of a particle in one-dimensional box. Here if you take length of the box as L, then we get L. If we consider the length of the box as small a, then we get the formula as 8m a square. Here n, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, how many particles we have. Now, mostly the energy depends upon the quantum numbers. You are familiar with the quantum numbers, principal quantum number, azimuthal. That means we will apply for all these solids. So, in this regard, we can write two wave equations, one for the wave function with respect to x and also probability density, that how many particles are present in any energy levels. So, regarding this, in first case, psi n of x, if n is equal to 1, that is the first graph, psi 1 of x. If n is equal to 2, psi 2 of x, we get 2 peaks. If n is equal to 3, psi 3 of x, 3 peaks. Similarly for probability density also, same concept. Here probability density, that is 1, p1 of x, p2 and psi 1 of x, 2 of x and also the 3 of x. So this is the correlation between the energy functions and also probability density. Later, the second potential for the potential value is infinitive, that is outside the box. Previously, we applied inside the box condition V is equal to 0 and we determined the changes. Now we are applying the second condition also, that is V is equal to infinitive. Then our equation for one dimension becomes, first term is d square psi by dx square and the second term is 8 pi square m by h square. The original equation E minus V, in place of V infinitive. So E minus infinitive into psi, that is equal to 0. So this equation is written in terms of one dimension and in terms of h in the quantum mechanics part, and previously we applied the condition as V is equal to 0, now V is equal to infinitive.